So welcome back to the channel. Today is September 20th, 2022, and we have loads of stuff to get into today. But first, take a second, hit that like and subscribe so I can bring you the latest information and news from the Shib ecosystem and beyond. So with that being said, look how far down the rabbit hole we have gone. All the way down to 119. I think last week we were at like in the 207 range. We down 4.7, almost 5% on the day. Bone at 119. This time yesterday we were at about 126. So yeah, hit a little bit of a dip today, but like I always say, red sale going on. Shib down 2.4% on the day. At around 0.0001062. I think that may have went down. No, not yet. Could add another zero if that keep going down. Also, we have Bitcoin back under 19,000. Bitcoin is the tide that floats all boats. So when Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. So we see that once again, 2.3% down on the day, on the 24 hours. And then also we have Leash down the same amount as Bone at 4.7%, back down to 417. Yeah, Bone is down, and also Leash is down, back down to the 417. So I'm trying to see what is the all-time high for from 417. Let's see, November 2nd, 2021, shot all the way up to 4,300. So all-time high. So that hits again. Hey, got a buying opportunity right there. Nothing I say here is financial advice, but hey, real cheap. All right, let's get into it. So this is from the other day. We have this was on the Bone Army on Twitter, and we have the ETH tokens closest to reaching a new all-time high. Hashtag Bone here. So they're saying Bone is the number 3 closest token as of the other day of reaching a new all-time high. Of course, it had went down today because things happen fast in crypto, you know. But it was at 158, saying that 222 is the technical all-time high. When they talk about all-time highs for Bone, things get a little skewed because of the way Bone was released. So when it first released into the market off of Shibaswap, you know, it was minting from that point on Shibaswap. So when it first came out, it had to wait to be minted. People was buying it immediately as soon as it dropped. So, you know, it might not have been that many bones actually in circulation, and the demand was so high. So I think that first day it had shot up to like 41 cents a bone. But I mean, that's not the actual real all-time high, for the simple fact that it just wasn't that many bones in circulation. Now we've hit 230 million bones. So opposed to the first day when it came out, at that time when it went to $41, it may only been like 10,000 bones in circulation at that time. So that's just an estimate. But so when we talk about all-time highs, you can't really look at that chart and be like, oh my God, Bone hit $41 a token, because you know the circulating supply was very different at that time than it is now. So just something to know. All right, getting into another article here. Hey, I want y'all to look at this. This is from AMB Crypto. It says decoding why Ethereum investors are unhappy after September 15th. So for all of y'all that know about the Ethereum merge that happened, as far as them switching to proof of stake instead of proof of work. So it says here, despite being the most significant event in the history of its chain, the Ethereum merge has since failed to influence a positive price reaction for the leading altcoin Ethereum. According to data from CoinMarketCap, moments after the merge, the price of ETH rose to a high of 1634, after which it declined steadily. As of this writing, ETH exchanged hands at 1289.27, declining by 21% since the day of the merge. The last few days that have followed the merge have also been marked by significant ETH liquidations from general cryptocurrency market. According to data from CoinGlass, ETH coins worth 128.8 million were removed from the market between 16 and 17 of September during yesterday's September 18th trading session. Total ETH liquidations exceeded 300 million. As of this writing, 171.92 million were taken out of the ETH market in the last 24 hours, as per data from CoinGlass. Down south merge since the merge. At press time, ETH traded at 1289, as pointed out above. The leading alt has posted a double-digit decline since the merge occurred 4 days ago. Currently trading at a 2-month low, the price per ETH sold momentarily above the $1,300 price mark in the early trading hours of September 19th. However, according to CoinMarketCap, the price of the coin has dropped by 11% in the last 24 hours. A price/trading volume divergence was underway at price time, as data from CoinMarketCap revealed a significant rally in the asset's trading volume in the last 24 hours. It was up by 98%. This was suggestive of buyers' exhaustion. Sellers run this town. So key indicators on the daily chart pointed to significant selling activity for the leading alt at press time, on a steady decline since the merge and far from the 50 neutral spot. The relative strength index RSI was 33 at press time, indicating heightened selling pressure. The shaken money flow CMF posted a negative 0.12. Further, the exponential moving average confirmed the position that sellers had control of the ETH market at the time of writing. The 20 EMA blue was below the 50 EMA yellow line, signifying massive bear action. Interestingly, the position of the moving average divergence revealed the commencement of a new bear cycle on the day of the merge. Still underway, ETH holders might see a further decline in the price of the altcoin in the coming days. So, when we're talking about this right here, I wanted to point out this article right here because it's talking about here. We've been hearing about this Ethereum merge forever, basically, ever since these gas prices had shot through the moon. So they finally did the merge, and the weeks leading up to the merge, of course, Ethereum went up. A lot of people bought in, but then as soon as the merge happened, pretty much boatloads of people just sold. Now, if you have been doing any transactions on Ethereum, you will notice that the gas fees have went down tremendously. I moved a whole bunch of Shiba and Bone just about a day after the merge for like $1. When people were buying the Shiboshis last year, people were paying $800 in gas fees just to transact on the Ethereum network. That wasn't even actually trading anything for the Shiboshi. So, $800 in gas fees on top of whatever the NFT costs is literally ridiculous. So, like I said, I just transacted for $1 on the network. So the merge did have a positive effect on the actual technology wise of whatever you have to do on the network. But as you can see, it actually had a negative effect on the price, because I don't know what everybody was expecting or what they was looking for. Everybody bought in early, and it's like they always say, you buy the rumor and then you sell the news. So people have been hearing for a long time about this merge. They bought in, and then as soon as the merge happened, they sold. So I'm just saying that to say, look at how this went down, and then also look at what's coming up for Bone, Sheeb, and the whole Shib ecosystem. Everybody waiting on Shibarium to hit. Now, we always talk about how Bone is going to be the gas token. We always gushing over the price of Bone pre-Shibarium. Oh my God, once Shibarium hits, this is going to go to the moon. But listen, I mean, history suggests that when these big events happen, the day after, a couple days after, a week after, a couple weeks after, I mean, from what I've seen in crypto since I've been in, is usually when that event does happen, you're going to see a downturn for at least for a little while, you know. Now, I mean, that's not financial advice, but you know, that's just a fact from that's my experience from what I've seen. You know, everybody buys into that rumor, and then everybody tries to hurry up and get out to get some quick cash. So I'm just saying that to say that, you know, don't be disappointed when Shibarium hits, and then all of a sudden the day after we see a tank, because that's just normal. That's what people do. So just trying to temper expectations on that. Now, I mean, could it do the opposite? Could it just, for some reason, just, I mean, go parabolic, shoot through the moon, rocket pond? It could. I mean, you see what happened to Bitcoin in 2018. Shot to the moon all the way from like 3,000 to almost 20,000. But, you know, history suggests, I mean, it probably won't. So just be aware of that. News article here from you today. 30% of Shiba Inu holders are now holding for long-term reasons, report says. So this is good news here. It says here, according to Into the Block data, 30% of Shiba Inu holders are now holding for long-term reasons. This comes as Shiba Inu is recording more holders among its holder class per Into the Blocks. Holders composition by time held. 30% of SHIB holders have held onto their tokens for more than a year. So that's 30% of people have held SHIB for more than a year. 67% have held within a year, and 3% have held on to their tokens for less than a month. So, I mean, that really kind of tells you something right there when they're talking about people holding tokens. I mean, you know, SHIB started as a meme token, or as I like to say, disguised as a meme token. And you know, a lot of traders and stuff like to get into meme tokens and things of that nature. But as you can see, with all of the things that's going on in the SHIB ecosystem, a lot more people now are starting to say, hey, this might be a good investment, might be something I want to hold on to. They have confidence that SHIB is going to go up in the long term. So a lot of people are just holding it longer. If I'm not mistaken, SHIB is like the number one like ETH token that's held by like whales. So I mean, if the people with the majority of money, if that's one of the most liked assets when it comes to people with money holding for long term, I mean, sometimes you just got to connect the dots. But you know, this not financial advice. All right, so we're waiting on Shibarium. But while we're waiting on Shibarium, thought I'd talk about this for a second. We got this token Shibaverse. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago or a week ago on the channel, Shibaverse. Trading here at it's down 5.4% today, like everything else. But 0.004. It's got basically a billion tokens. Total supply, circulating supplies around 800 million tokens. But basically, in a nutshell, Shibaverse. It's basically some devs that have just that weren't really a part of the actual SHIB dev team. They're just SHIB community members who had some dev skills, and they've went and started their own token and started their own Metaverse. They've got some really good ideas. You can check their site out at Shibaverse.io. I'll leave a description for that in the, a link for that in the description. I'm sorry. And you can actually go onto their website. You don't even have to connect the wallet or anything, and you can actually go onto their virtual walk into their virtual metaverse, which is pretty cool. And it also supports mobile, desktop, laptop, and VR devices. So which is really cool. So while we're waiting for Sheed the Metaverse, you have this token who the devs actually support Sheed, and they've actually decided to help burn Sheed with things that's inside of their project. So they put forth Sheed tokens to burn from their project. So they're a supporter of the Sheed ecosystem. They're not part of the Sheed ecosystem, but they're a supporter of the Sheed ecosystem. So I thought I'd just put them on this channel, and you can check out their also their Twitter page, and check out their white paper. We got here. If you go on their website, they got a link for their white paper right on the front page, home screen. So a lot of interesting things in there. Anytime you're checking out a new token, make sure you check out that white paper and check out that roadmap to see where they're trying to go. All right, guys, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing every day. And give me some ideas for some type of bone giveaway for when we hit the 50 member range. That would be great. And as always, have a nice day.